You are watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftakademy.com. www.netsoftakademy.com.
So now let's start with lab number 36. So in lab number 36, we have restarted our domain controller successfully. We are going to create OUs and users. So you can see this here. You can see that this is my domain controller. And I'm just signing in. Now, one thing that could happen with your VMware tools is that when you initially sign in, it might be the smaller window and then VMware tools will start up. That's a very trivial thing in the list of long things that can happen. So first things first, I'll click on local server first. Now, remember, these are things that I personally like doing because they make sure that I have a little bit of a safer infrastructure to work with. So first thing I'll check is the name and everything, the domain name, everything. Then I right click on Ethernet 0, Internet Protocol version 4, and I'm going to change the preferred DNS from the loopback, which does exist, but for a reason. It's just for testing purposes, making sure that your NIC is working perfectly. But I would just like to do that for the sake of being super clear, super comfortable with everything else here. So the moment my network would be enabled again, you can see NetSoft Academy is written down here. Now, one other thing, if we haven't done this earlier, is that you should always go to display settings and make sure, if you are like me and you wear glasses or you can't do this or do that, you can do that task. It's already done, so that's good. I click on Tools, go to Active Directory Users and Computers, create a new OU. You can click over here and create a new OU, and I'm going to name that OU Montreal. Now, under Montreal, I'll be creating my first user, Tom Hanks. So Tom Hanks, yes, Tom Hanks. thanks@netsoftakademy.com. Next, the password will be password 1350, password 1350. Uncheck this and select password never expires. Oh, passwords don't match, so there's a typo in my password. Right, next, finish. And similarly, I'll have to create one more user called Daniel Craig. So remember, I'm doing things in a little bit of a different fashion so that I can actually explain all the different ways in which you can create your own users and do with a lot of things. Now, my methods are a little bit quicker, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're always the right things. There are sometimes shortcuts that I take, things that I should not be doing, but I still do. And you can see this right here. It shows in places like this, doesn't it? Where I had the same issue twice in a row because I was more focused on optimizing my workflow than I was focused on creating the user properly. Now, this is the end of the lab here, but remember that you need to double check your domain controller is active or not. So you can click on domain controllers. You can see your NETA ADDS02 here, and that is good. Now, also make sure to remember what are the options here. What are the OUs or containers that you see here? Because once we start with the Exchange Server installations, these things will change. So let's stop here and I'll see you in the next lab. Thank you.
Thank you for watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftakademy.com. www.netsoftakademy.com.